Dewanna Bonner is, of course, waived. She was disgruntled. We talked about the fact that she wasn't getting the minutes that she was getting last year, yada, 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 right? Her minutes dropped from 31, basically 32 minutes last year down to 21 this year, and that's with 3 starts. She started 39 games last year. Now, one could argue that she aged a lot in a year. You could say that. And boy,
The Dewanna Bonner situation with the Indiana Fever has concluded with her official release, creating significant discussion about professional conduct, league policies, and the intersection of personal relationships with business decisions in women's professional basketball. Bonner's departure follows a pattern of declining involvement with the team, culminating in her request for release from her contract obligations. The veteran forward's playing time had decreased substantially from the previous season, dropping from approximately 32 minutes per game to 21 minutes this year, along with a reduction in starting opportunities from 39 games to just 3 starts.
Here's hot water for this one, bro. Let's head on over to X. Check out where all of this information is coming from, because this right here is disturbing, and it's crazy because it make you believe something has happened. Now, I'm not saying that is the case, but I'm saying that could be the case, because it is looking real spooky for Dewanna Bonner and the future with her in Indiana Fever. One fan stated, and now Dewanna Bonner.
The statistical decline coincided with apparent dissatisfaction regarding her role within the team structure. Age-related performance changes may have contributed to reduced utilization, though questions remain about whether alternative approaches to roster management might have yielded different outcomes for both player and organization. Financial implications of the release include the forfeiture of Bonner's $200,000 salary, representing a significant investment that failed to produce expected returns. The contrast with players who were previously released, such as Tara McCowan, who has performed well with Golden State averaging 10 points and 6 rebounds per game, highlights potential evaluation errors in roster construction.
the Indiana Fever look like idiots for letting this lady go. Timmy Fabinley, who's balling out with the Golden State Valkyries right now, 10 points a game and 6 boards. That's one of the people that replaced that Dewanna Bonner was backfilling, right? Gave her 200,000 large, right? So she has released a statement about her.
Bonner issued a formal statement following her release, expressing gratitude to the organization while acknowledging that the situation had not developed as anticipated by either party. The statement emphasized appreciation for the opportunity while recognizing that the professional fit had not materialized as expected. Notably absent from the statement was any acknowledgement of the supporter base that had embraced her addition to the roster. This omission has been interpreted by some observers as indicative of her overall approach to the situation and relationship with the franchise's community.
Has deleted all the Fever posts on her IG except one. That's with her making the big time shot, breaking that record. It stated, original audio, Dewanna Bonner still in an awe moment. This grateful is the only word that could come to mind to anyone chasing something bigger than themselves. Keep going, your moment is coming. This is the only Indiana Fever post that she has on her account.
The timing and circumstances of Bonner's departure have generated speculation about underlying motivations, particularly given her personal relationship with Alyssa Thomas of the Phoenix Mercury. The couple had previously played together with the Connecticut Sun before Thomas moved to Phoenix, creating a long-distance relationship dynamic. League Insider reports indicate that Bonner has specifically requested to join the Phoenix Mercury, with other teams being advised against claiming her through the waiver process. This preference alignment with her partner's current team location has contributed to discussions about how personal relationships influence professional decisions within the league.
Release, but that's not the most interesting thing. Now, in case you're wondering, her significant other is Alyssa Thomas. All right? Are they still together? Yes. They, of course, played together with the Connecticut Sun, and they are currently in a long-distance relationship. She is with Thomas, who is with the Phoenix Mercury. Except, did Dewanna Bonner literally just quit on this team?
The situation has raised broader questions about league policies regarding romantic relationships between players on different teams. Some observers argue that such relationships create potential conflicts of interest that can affect competitive integrity and professional decision-making processes. Roster construction challenges emerge when personal preferences override basketball-related considerations in player movement decisions. Teams invest significant resources in scouting, negotiating, and integrating players, expecting professional commitment regardless of personal circumstances. The Mercury's current roster situation includes limited salary cap space, potentially requiring additional moves to accommodate Bonner's addition. This constraint could necessitate the release of current players to create both financial room and roster spots for new additions.
On our Instagram. And there's more, guys. Oh my God, there's more. This right here. Now, this is from 5 days ago. How did we miss this? I do not know how we missed this, but hell, I missed it. It stated Dewanna Bonner banner is removed from Cambridge, which all of the ladies' banners was removed. I believe all of the ladies' banners was eventually removed because the Indiana Pacers.
Lexi Hull's emergence as a productive player has partially addressed the void left by Bonner's absence, with Hull ranking 9th in recent All-Star voting compared to Bonner's 38th position. This development suggests that the team may not have suffered competitively from the roster change. The handling of the situation has generated varied reactions from league observers, with some viewing it as evidence of unprofessional conduct, while others acknowledge the complexity of managing personal and professional considerations in a close-knit league environment. Professional sports leagues typically expect players to fulfill contract obligations regardless of personal preferences or circumstances. Exceptions are generally made for serious family emergencies or medical situations rather than relationship-based considerations.
Because she wanted to go play with her girlfriend? I don't know how else to take this. So this is Chloe Peterson released this, right? This is Dewanna Bonner in a statement. It's a pretty good statement. I want to sincerely thank the Indiana Fever for the opportunity to be part of the Fever franchise. Despite our shared goals and excitement heading into the season, I felt the fit did not work out, and I appreciate.
The precedent established by this situation could influence how similar circumstances are handled in the future, potentially affecting league policies about player movement and contract obligations. Clear standards for professional conduct may become necessary to maintain competitive integrity. Fan investment in professional sports includes emotional attachment to players and expectations of mutual respect and commitment. The perceived dismissal of supporter concerns in Bonner's departure has contributed to negative reactions within the franchise's community. League credibility depends partly on maintaining professional standards that align with other major sports organizations. Perceptions of preferential treatment or non-basketball factors influencing major decisions can affect overall reputation and commercial viability.
Did make it to the final, so that's like really none to say. It said, attention Fever fans, Dewanna Bonner missing in action, 3,740 pounds. Yeah, bro. Last seen June 10th, bro. Today is the 22nd in Atlanta. Reward. So the fans is definitely, I'm telling you right now, this is the wrong fan base for any crazy stuff to be going on. One fan stated, y'all could talk about coaching all y'all want. Y'all biggest
The interconnected nature of personal relationships within the WNBA reflects the league's smaller size and closer community compared to larger professional sports organizations. While this creates unique bonding opportunities, it also presents challenges for maintaining clear professional boundaries. Team chemistry and locker room dynamics can be affected when players are perceived as prioritizing external considerations over team success. The impact extends beyond individual performance to encompass overall organizational culture and accountability standards. Contract negotiations and player acquisition strategies may need to account for relationship factors that could influence long-term commitment and availability. Teams might consider these elements when evaluating potential signings and contract terms.
Appreciate the organization's willingness to grant my request to move on, particularly at this point in my career, Bonner said. I wish the Fever great success as they continue to build around this dynamic group of young players. You know what's interesting? She didn't thank the fans at all. You notice that? did not think the fans of America's clearly America's team.
The situation highlights tensions between personal freedom and professional obligations that exist in all workplace environments, but become more complex in public-facing entertainment industries where personal choices affect multiple stakeholders. Media coverage and public discussion of player relationships create additional pressure and scrutiny that can complicate already challenging personal and professional balance decisions. Players must navigate these dynamics while maintaining focus on basketball performance. League growth and mainstream acceptance may depend partly on establishing clear professional standards that align with broader entertainment industry expectations. Consistency in applying these standards across all situations becomes crucial for long-term credibility.
Problem is, Dewanna Bonner and Natasha Howard, I don't know what that is. Dewanna Bonner might actually be done. We wish you well on your future endeavors. I don't know. Like I said, it don't say that she got an injury, bro. This was the only report. Now this came out earlier from the team. This is what Stephanie White said. Now, I reported on this yesterday.
How is she doing? Is there any timeline for her return?
Yeah.
The Mercury's decision-making process regarding Bonner's potential addition will be closely monitored as an indicator of how teams balance basketball considerations with other factors. Their choice could establish important precedents for similar future situations. Resolution of this situation will likely influence future contract negotiations, team policies, and league guidelines about player movement and professional conduct expectations. The outcomes could shape how personal relationships are managed within professional basketball environments for years to come. Recent developments surrounding Dewanna Bonner's relationship with the Indiana Fever have taken an unexpected turn with the discovery that she has systematically removed nearly all franchise-related content from her social media platforms. This digital erasure has intensified speculation about her future with the organization and raised additional questions about the circumstances surrounding her continued absence.
Nothing. I appreciate the fan base, all their support, yada, yada, yada. Nothing about the fans. Wow. That strikes you, doesn't it? So one could say Lexi Hull partially took her spot. By the way, if you think it doesn't pay to be on this team, Lexi was 9th in the All-Star voting when it came out a few days ago.
Investigation by observant supporters revealed that Bonner's Instagram account has been comprehensively cleaned of Indiana Fever content, with only a single post remaining that documents a significant career milestone. The surviving post commemorates a record-breaking moment, accompanied by reflective commentary about gratitude and perseverance in pursuing ambitious goals. The selective retention of this particular post while eliminating all other franchise-related content suggests deliberate curation rather than wholesale account deletion. This pattern indicates intentional decision-making about which associations to maintain versus those to distance herself from publicly.
She's doing well. She's doing well. Again, no timeline. I think it's day to day, and for us to just make sure that we're continuing to be supportive of DB in her.
How is she?
Now, that was Stephanie White yesterday. Now, this is what Jason Whitlock said. Jason Whitlock said, Dewanna Bonner disappeared for personal reasons. WNBA seems a little more casual than men's professional league. Come and go as you please. I'm new to the league. This is common ?
The timeline of these deletions remains unclear, though supporters began noticing and documenting the changes approximately 5 days prior to widespread recognition of the pattern. The discovery demonstrates the vigilant attention that dedicated followers pay to player social media activity and their ability to detect subtle changes in digital behavior. Coinciding with the social media developments, supporters have created missing person style posts highlighting Bonner's absence from team activities. These humorous yet pointed references include physical descriptions, last known locations, and reward offers, illustrating fan frustration with the lack of clear communication about her status. The situation has drawn commentary from media personalities outside traditional basketball coverage, with some observers questioning whether the WNBA maintains different professional standards compared to other major sports leagues. These comparisons highlight concerns about consistency in player availability expectations and accountability measures.
Go by a good bit. Dewanna Bonner was way down at 38. Okay, so this is where I tell you that this is not a serious league. Teams have been advised not to claim Dewanna Bonner off of waivers per Annie Costabile. Dewanna Bonner prefers to sign with the Phoenix Mercury.
Official communication from the coaching staff has remained deliberately vague, with head coach Stephanie White providing only general updates about Bonner's well-being without specific timelines for return or detailed explanations of circumstances. This communication strategy appears designed to maintain privacy while acknowledging supporter concerns. The phrase "personal reasons" has become the standard organizational response to inquiries about Bonner's absence, though this explanation has failed to satisfy supporters seeking more detailed understanding of the situation. The ambiguous nature of this description allows for multiple interpretations about underlying circumstances.
Guys, I'm new to the league too. This is very eerie, bro. This is an eerie situation that has occurred, something that we've never seen before. For her to remove all of Indiana posts from her account is very concerning. Yeah, man. One fan stated, "I am investigating the disappearance of Dewanna Bonner." Did you hear anything? I mean, these fans are literally.
Physical evidence of Bonner's diminished connection to the franchise extends beyond social media, with reports indicating that promotional banners featuring her image have been removed from various locations. However, this removal may be part of broader organizational changes rather than specific responses to her situation. The contrast between official statements about her welfare and the apparent digital distancing creates confusion about the true nature of her relationship with the organization. Public assertions of support from coaching staff conflict with the implied messaging of social media content removal. Supporter investigation has revealed the systematic nature of the content deletion, suggesting coordinated effort rather than impulsive decision-making. The thoroughness of the removal process indicates deliberate intention to alter her digital association with the franchise.
The Phoenix Mercury. Right here. This is the original post right here. I mean, that is wild. And the fact that she didn't have any conversations, really, recently with Stephanie White, the coach. I mean, I wonder if she understands, maybe they don't care in this league, that
the timing of these revelations adds another layer to an already complex situation involving playing time concerns, role adjustments, and organizational dynamics. The digital behavior provides additional evidence of strained relationships that extend beyond purely basketball-related disagreements. Media coverage of the situation has expanded beyond traditional sports reporting to include analysis of player behavior and league standards. The story has gained traction across multiple platforms, indicating broader interest in understanding professional conduct expectations within women's basketball.
Literally out here trying to figure out what is going on, because the team keeps saying it's personal reasons, bro. Whatever personal reasons it is, it caused enough concern for fans to question her being with the team. It's articles being released right now. Like, this stuff is breaking news. It's really starting to make headlines. What's going on with Dewanna Bonner, bro?
The preservation of the single record-breaking post while eliminating other content suggests that Bonner wishes to maintain documentation of personal achievements while distancing herself from broader organizational association. This selective approach indicates nuanced thinking about personal brand management. Fan reaction has evolved from initial concern about potential health or family issues to frustration about perceived lack of professionalism and communication. The discovery of social media changes has shifted discussion toward questions about commitment and respect for organizational relationships.